Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Nikki here, and today we're going to pack up some Happy Mail. Occasionally in Facebook groups you see Happy Mail swaps that are organised, and I often don't participate if they are all overseas, because honestly the time and the dollars spent on postage really sort of takes the joy out of it. But this one, I was able to connect with a lovely lady over in Western Australia, and we are doing a swap. So I thought I would show you how I pack up Happy Mail and the sort of things I include when it's a junk journal one, just in case you need some ideas on what you can include in them, or you've never even participated in a swap before. This may be helpful. So when I do swaps, I like to use this size envelope so that you can actually fit some decent goodies in it, and providing it's not more than 2 centimetres thick, you can send it as a large envelope, so it makes postage really good value. I think it's $2.40 to send this anywhere in Australia. Now, just a quick tip, if you ever have an envelope, or you need an envelope or a book page, and you want it coffee dyed, but you don't have time to get the trays and everything out, this was a bright white envelope. I just sat it down on a garbage bag, and I put some instant coffee with water into a spray bottle. I sprayed it twice on both sides very quickly, left it to dry, and you end up with some really interesting motley looking patterns, and it's all done in a flash. It's a very quick way if you just want to do 1 or 2 items. Get the trays out when you want to do a whole batch full. So that's my goal. This is a little printable that I had left over in my stash, a little extra bits glued on, a little crown, just because it's Coronation Week this week. So I thought, why not pop that on there? And then this is just some lightly lined paper. I'll have a little pad of it just so that I can actually pop the recipient's address on it. So I always start with a piece of cardboard, and this is quite a bit smaller than the size of the envelope, but I will be packing it in a large clear cellophane bag when it's done to protect everything in case of rain. So I like to make sure it's going to fit in without, I've done it before, made it too big and then had to pull everything apart. So this is what I'm popping in this envelope. First of all, this is a doily that I have coffee dyed. Great thing to, she can cut this in half or into quarters and make pockets or tuck spots with it. So we'll start with that. Then she loves botanicals and flowers, so I grabbed some book pages. This one is a beautiful palm tree. Oops, now stay there, you. And what I try and do is when I pack it, I try and fill up the whole area so I can get as much in as possible without going over that 2 centimetres. Then I have some beautiful Australian florals. Thought that one would be worthwhile. This is a piece of paper that I eco dyed. You know, I wrapped all the pieces of paper up, put flowers and leaves in between, and ended up with some really lovely pieces. I do have a video for that in my playlist. I think it's under Creative Journaling. And I thought that was sort of perfect. She does love pale pinks. Then this is a little piece of origami paper, but colour-wise, I think it's a perfect addition. A little piece of sewing pattern, very popular for journalers. How could I not pack in a beautiful serviette or napkin, as a lot of people call them? I sell these in packs in my shop, so always have a great supply of those. I've included this envelope because it's got this beautiful bonus inside, beautiful hydrangeas printed on the inside. So we're sending that one. Then I've got one here. This is just, again, a standard white envelope that I coffee dyed. It's got some cute marks on it. I don't mind that at all. This is a piece of a masterboard that I made a while ago. I thought the colours sort of matched beautifully. This is a little peel-off sticker sheet with some pretty florals. They're always handy. Found this in my stash. Don't know where it came from, but that's a very good size journaling card. This came out of one of those craft magazines that included a paper kit, and I loved both sides actually, so I thought I would include the postcard size and the journaling card. This is from a kit from Rachel and Bella Crafts, I think. I've already backed it onto coffee dyed paper. I was intending to use it, haven't so far, so I think that is a good addition. This is a cute little cut apart I had in my stash. Also has this lovely frame on the back, so you can pick whichever side you would prefer. This is another little cutout from a leftover from a printable kit. I stamped on some, this is a white sheet that I coffee dyed, stamped on it and sewed it onto this piece of paper. I thought that was a good addition. Another cute little scrap, great for layering. Another little piece of cutout from a kit. This is a piece from a snippet roll that I made for Defemorembra. Thought that might be a nice addition. I've got a cute little journal card that I made. This is also done on the coffee dyed sheet. I've just stamped some script on that one. Couple of little journaling cards with the botanical theme. And then I've got all sorts of little cute bits. There's a die cut heart. There's a little fragile sticker. There's a little flower, a number 27, a stick-on stamp, a little tag. This one here, I think I grabbed a couple of these. I actually make these myself. When I have finished destroying magazines, I go through and look for cute little images or sometimes just plain white, and then I have a stamp set that creates labels. I have a video for that as well if you're interested. There's a couple of those. There's a real stamp. That one's got a cute rose on it. She loves roses. This one from Norfolk Island is also another real stamp with a botanical image. There's a floral heart. Oh, we can never have enough number labels. I got this in a swap. I got a couple of them, so I'm sending one of those. This is on paper, on fabric. I have no idea how it was created or anything like that, but definitely worthy of inclusion. And pop that one back down now. I've got a little mini doily that's been cut out. Here's a cute floral tab. They're always handy when making journals. And as you can see, I'm trying to layer bigger. Oh, hang on, this is a bigger one we need to tuck in somewhere. I just thought that was a pretty florally arrangement. This side's a bit flat, so we might just try and tuck that in there. I'm trying to put all the bigger pieces and then layer it up, and then I try and sneak it into the cellophane bag so you can see all these pretty pieces. We've got a little butterfly, another little tag, great little layering piece that one is. Let's pop that down in there. Another little one in pale pink and white, a little tag. I've got a little Tim Holtz butterfly or a little moth. This was just another pretty one cut from a scrap. It's a great little layering tag. Pop that on there. Very tiny little ticket. Thought the colour was perfect though. And we've got, this is been printed on vellum. Nice little flower there. Then I've got a piece of pretty pink lace that we'll include. This is another little scrap of, but it's in pink, so we're going to include that if I can get it to go in without being too curled up. We'll work on that. And also included this little piece of trim, which would look lovely down the edge of a page. It's certainly a decent size for that. And that's it. And of course, I have a pretty card I found in my stash that I'm going to include with it. And then, of course, she can cut this out and that will be a great journaling card. And she can also use the back. It's lovely and neutral. She could stack that up with something. And that's how we do it. So then now I have large cellophane bags, which I will very gently slide this into. And I will send it on its merry way to Western Australia. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, just let me know down in the comments. And if you are not already a subscriber, I would love it if you joined the crew. I do paper crafting and paper journaling and paper planning videos, and I would love to have you on board. So until next time, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye for now.